and Solo's character completely ruined by this movie. I mean, Han Solo learned the error of his ways, of his criminal ways, and became a general in the, in the rebels. And in this one, he becomes a loser again. Han Solo falls back into a life of crime, smuggling. His marriage falls apart. He gets a divorce. And then he just dies like an idiot. So basically all of the character development that they made for Han Solo was just completely destroyed in this one. See, Han Solo started out as sort of like a scoundrel, a rogue, who only thought about himself. He started out as a selfish character in Star Wars. Then throughout The Empire Strikes Back and Return of the Jedi, his character develops. He learns to not only think about himself. He learns to trust people. He becomes, good friends with Luke. He becomes good friends with Princess Leia. He even eventually marries Princess Leia and has a kid, has a family. Basically, he starts off as some criminal in A New Hope, and then he redeems himself in Return of the Jedi. He gets a girl, becomes a hero. But J.J. Abrams, Kathleen Kennedy, Lawrence Kasdan, Kiri Hart, the Lucasfilm Story Group, they decided to screw that up as well. Really? You can just leave that alone? I mean, you can just make Han Solo like a general or a council member, in the government or something, or trying to fight the First Order. You made him like a smuggler again? Really? Like, why? I mean, like, how depressing is that? Like, someone goes back to a life of crime. How depressing is that? Like, he gets divorced from the princess. I think this is the first Disney movie where people don't live happily ever after and the princess gets a divorce from the prince or something. What the hell? Yeah, when I saw that, I'm like, oh, dang, this movie sucks. I mean, Han Solo's character is essentially, undone and destroyed by this new movie. And just the way he died, I mean, like, Han Solo is supposed to be street smart, I mean, if he went back to a life of crime, it means he's street smart. So if he's so street smart, why couldn't he see that coming? I mean, everyone else could. Like, everyone else could see, like, uh-oh, like, it looks like Kylo Ren might kill him. Like, don't you think Han Solo, with his street smartness, would have known that and would have kind of kept his distance? Oh my gosh. I mean, I know Harrison Ford said he wanted his character to die. Well, then why did he even agree to be in the movie? He should have just not been in the movie. I mean, if you're done with Star Wars, just don't be in the movie. Yeah, so you go from a dude who shot Greedo, because he was ready for him. He knew Greedo was going to try to kill him, to somebody who he doesn't know his psychopathic son is going to try to kill him. And then he just kind of like falls off the bridge. Like, no funeral, no, coffin, nothing. He gets blown up when the Starkiller Gates gets blown up. Man, that is lame. That is so lame. And the thing is, I didn't even have any expectations for any of the original characters. So it's not like my expectations were ruined, because I didn't have any. But I wasn't expecting this. And that awkward scene where Han Solo and Leia are talking, that's just weird. If you're gonna kill Han Solo, why not have him go out in a blaze of glory? Like, why not have him like fly the Millennium Falcon like into the lion's den, so to speak, and start shooting TIE fighters, and then maybe the only way to blow up the Starkiller base is to actually fly in there and like cause a chain reaction. Like, why not make it so that X-wing lasers just can't do the job and someone has to like sacrifice themselves, kind of like in that movie Independence Day, when no one can get into like the spaceship, so the dude has to like kill himself in order to save the world. If you're gonna kill Han, why not do something like that? You know what I mean? Like something exciting. But his death was just kind of lame. I mean, even Obi-Wan Kenobi's death was kind of more exciting than Han Solo's death. the writers of this movie are just pathetic. I personally think that the character of Han Solo deserved way better than what they got in this movie. And, because they killed off his character, it's funny because when people said, oh, the original actors are going to be recast in the movie, like, I was a little bit apprehensive, but I'm like, well, who knows? Maybe it'll be fun. The whole gang will get back together and have one last hurrah. But you never see Luke, Leia, and Han together in The Force Awakens. And then they kill Han Solo. So you know that the gang is never going to get back together. So it's just really just kind of a lost opportunity here. I mean, because clearly they were trying to do fan service by copying A New Hope. So you can't really say that, oh, well, they didn't want to just do what the fans wanted. Of course they did. That's why they copied A New Hope. I mean, The Force Awakens is just a carbon copy of A New Hope almost. So if you're going to do that much fan service, then why not have Han Solo have one last cool adventure before he dies? But they didn't even do that. Maybe we could have seen like some, banter between Princess Leia and Han Solo one more time. Because that was always kind of fun to watch in the original trilogy. They would give each other a hard time. But we didn't see that. We just see this awkward scene with Han and Leia talking about Ben. Pathetic.